How's it going, everybody? And by everybody, I mean the one viewer waiting, which is probably me. I'll wait for a couple people to get in here before I start repeating myself and all that. So today we're just gonna be doing a normal little Q&A live stream, right? I've done one of these before, and it turned out pretty fun. So let me make sure everything's working. Okay, we're good to go. So if you have any sort of question, comment, concern, anything, please feel free. If it's CSGO related, if it's just whatever else related, yeah, that one viewer is you, Aish. Any sort of questions, feel free to ask. I am recording this in the hopes that you guys ask really good questions so I can cut it up and post some really cool answers in short little like 30-second videos tomorrow. You want a pepper edit dub mash strobe lane? No, I'm sorry, Sven. We can't do too much pepper. All right, pepper is like I don't know. Too much is it ruins the mysteriousness. It ruins the specialness of pepper. So again, please ask any sort of questions you would like. And you know what? To get us started, I'll pose a question. Do you guys like it when I post shorts to the channel? In my opinion, if I was a subscriber and I wasn't like super into the shorts, I would absolutely hate it because it would just clutter my feed, and like if I went to the channel, it would like show the shorts instead of like the normal videos that I want to see. So I wouldn't like it. So that's why I'm asking if you guys enjoy the shorts being posted there, or if you would rather see them on like a second channel, I guess. I don't know. Just elsewhere, right? Let me know. How many hours do you have on CS, and how many years have you been playing CS? I currently, let me pull up the factual statistics. I currently have 4,194 hours on Counter-Strike, and I purchased the game in, I believe, May of 2015. And I didn't really play it that much. 2015, I really started about halfway through 2016 is when I started to really grind. How's it going, Lars? What are the chances of S-Fan becoming global? Well, you know what? I can't give you the chances because I've never been on the global grind before. Well, like I haven't recently. And by recently I mean in the past like 2 years. So I honestly probably very slim. I think I peaked at like LEM, and I just stopped playing after that because I was playing Face It or ESCA. M4A1S or M4A4. So while the short answer is M4A4, but the M4A1S does have its place, right? It's not like completely horrible. I have a lot of friends that use it because the economy is better, and if you use it for long enough, you're gonna grow to like it more than the A4. But no, it's just the A4. Just I don't know. It feels a lot better to me for some reason. All right. You should combine all the short clips and post a compilation once in a while. So I do that every once in a while, but not with like the short clips. It's not a compilation of shorts. It's a compilation of just general highlights or lowlights that I have or funny moments. They don't really get views at all, but I don't care. I usually make them for my friends' enjoyment. So yeah, I'm going to continue doing that, but I'm talking about shorts specifically, like little 30-second videos that are for mobile. Do you guys hate seeing those in your feed, in the subscription box or whatever? Because I liked posting them. They're really easy to post. I feel like, it gives me that dopamine for making content. but I feel like they get spammy. I could be completely wrong here, but I feel like they get spammy. How do you feel about pre-aiming body level? It prepares you for someone who's not standing up, peeking you. So it depends on how far away you're pre-aiming, in my opinion. Well, just before we get into that, there was a good period of time where Astralis was like, their crosshair placement was a bit lower than head level, and it was working for them. Like, there was a whole, like, couple people made videos about it, talking about it, and it was pretty interesting. But in my opinion, I think that the further a person is away, or the further that the angle that you're trying to pre-aim is away, you can get a little bit sloppy with the pre-aim there, and it's fine. You know, if you're like going, if you're peeking A ramp Mirage, right, and the guy is, you think that he's like close under balk at those bricks, like headshot, right? You want to have your crosshair at headshot level. But if you think that he might swing maybe like bottom stairs out to bench, right, then maybe you can get away with it being a little bit lower, just because, you know, he might crouch it. You're right with they might crouch, they might, you know, peek differently. You don't need it to be at that exact headshot level the further away the person is, right? The closer you want that headshot level. How's it going? Paxic Top. I always wanted to switch to the A1S because it's so great for all the one-ways, but I just fail every time because it doesn't show tracers. Yeah, one-ways are pretty gimmicky. I personally only know like 2 or 3 one-way lineups. I don't use them all that much. I probably should use them more. I just always found them kind of cheap, so I didn't go for them. But I mean, it's a competitive game. You want to do anything that will give you the competitive advantage. But at higher levels, you can do it like once or twice, and then you can't do it for the rest of the game, right? It's a bit riskier at higher levels. Or if they've already seen that smoke before, unless it's some new tech, right, you're probably going to get spammed through it. So let's see what else we got. Let me make sure that the chat window is, it's a bit big. The problem is when I'm in OBS and I'm working on like setting up the scene and stuff, it doesn't show me any of the chats. Like when it just shows me the size of the box, it doesn't actually show me where the chats will show up. So yeah. It's still a bit grande for my liking. Let's do that. There we go. Okay. I just recently decided to make AUG my main and use A1S for not quite full buys. Yeah, that's how you do it with the A1S, right? The A1S, because it's $250 cheaper, $200 cheaper. I don't remember if it's $200 cheaper. Or no, I don't remember. Is it $2,900 even? I honestly don't remember. But yeah, the whole point of it is that you, like, when you have $3,800, you can buy the A1S, you can buy armor and like a flash or something, instead of being forced to a FAMAS. But if you do have that money, that surplus money of like $4,400, then you can buy the AUG if you really want to. I just haven't ever put enough time in with the AUG. So my sprays with the AUG are really bad. Like, really bad. Like, if they're close and they're, like, coming out on the site or something, and I just try to spray unscoped, it's really bad. It's something that I would need to practice if I switch to the A1S. And, well, I think that, like, everybody should try to practice if they switch to the A1S. It's a flash cheaper, so $200. All right. 10:30 p.m. there. It is 1:06 p.m. here. So... Well, it can't be 10:30 p.m. there. Like, it has to match up with the minutes always match up. So you're capping on that one, as the kids say. So yeah, ask any questions, boys. Doesn't have to be CS related. Can be anything. Obviously, CS related ones would, you know, fit more with the channel. And I can probably cut those up and make those into videos. I still don't have a solid answer on the shorts question that I proposed. Here, can I make a poll? Create poll. Here we go. Should I keep posting shorts on the main channel? Yes? No. Ask your community. There we go. Am I from Boston? You give off Boston energy. No, I'm from Washington, D.C. area. I've moved a couple times, but I've always stayed around the area. Okay. From a few days ago, I was thinking my aim is not consistent for a few days. Though, all right, so you play Valorant. You were using blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, okay. So there's a big dust cloud in your mouse sensor. That's the issue. Yeah. Yeah, the trick is, at least I found, is you take a Q-tip and you stick it down in there and you clean it off. But I haven't had that issue since I was using a Razer. What was it? I think it was a Razer Mamba Tournament Edition or something like that. That was the first gaming mouse that I got. And Razer Synapse back in the day, it was horrible. And like every once in a while, my mouse would just like, when I would move it, it would only go straight horizontal or straight vertical, and it was really fucky. And so I'd have to keep trying to clean it out every once in a while. And I would like wash my mouse pad all the time and stuff. And I was like, it's just the mouse. The mouse is broken. So I bought a second Razer Mamba Tournament Edition. And within like 2 months of having that, I was getting the same issues. So I said, fuck it. I'm buying a Zowie EC1A. That's what I'm still using. Same mouse. I bought it probably like 5 years ago now. And it works perfectly. Have never had an issue with it. There's no dumb software that goes with it or anything. It just works. It just works. 7:06 in EU. Their time zones are 30 minutes off somewhere around the world, though. Really? I thought it was all by hour increments. That's interesting. I got my highest kill game yesterday at 48. That's pretty solid. Was it in regulation? Was it in overtime? I mean, if you go like 48 and 46, that's not as impressive. What would you consider the pro range of sensitivity? Because I think you never specified what you would define as such. Would you include edge cases like Woxic? So if we're just going from a purely statistics standpoint, your box and whisker plot, you're going to have outliers, right? But honestly, I don't think that there's any outliers when it comes to sensitivity. It's just whatever works, because there's no there's no correct answer. Hypothetically, any sensitivity can work. From 0 to infinity, if you're good at it. Obviously, there's a cap somewhere, but it doesn't fall on like a normal distribution. So I don't think that there's necessarily like outliers with it. So it's whatever range. If somebody's done it before, if somebody's gone pro with a sensitivity, then it's proven that you can go pro with that sensitivity, right? So that automatically makes anything below that or around that viable. So I don't necessarily think that there's a hard range or I don't know, outliers. Did you change your background? It's so much brighter now. So what I did was I have ceiling light. I have 2 lights and the ceiling lights, and I turned the ceiling lights off. While it is brighter, it is a bit bright. I'll admit it's a bit bright. Let me turn it down just 1 level of exposure. Let me see. It's going to take 1 second. There we go. Little less harsh on the eyes. Not too bad. All right. Blah 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 blah. EC1 is such a big mouse, though. I mean, yeah, you're not wrong on that. Just couldn't EC2 be, or is it's the EC1B, right? The B is the smaller one compared to the A, or is it the 2 versus the 1? I don't remember. How you doing? How are you doing, Snot? I'm doing pretty well. I'm getting, well, I got for any people that understand camera terminology, I got a 20 millimeter 1.7 aperture lens coming in the mail. Should be arriving on Monday. It's an alpha lens, so it's locked at the same millimeter or at 1 millimeter. But it works really well in low light, and that's how you get the blurred background stuff. The wall isn't super far from me, so I'm not gonna get like a really nice blurred background like you would see on some like professional streamer things. But it's gonna look nice. The image will be a little bit crisper, even though it's pretty crisp right now. Like let's be real, boys. Let's be real. How's Pepper? He is sitting in the same spot. He's just sitting, not doing anything. Let's see. No overtime. Okay, that's pretty sick. So 48 kills, no overtime. That's almost 2 kills per round. And then 34 kills in 17 rounds once. That's 2 kills per round. That's pretty solid. How did you come up with the name HardFluff? Back in 7th grade. So however many years ago that was. I was only playing on my Xbox 360, and I was changing my gamer tag, and I didn't want numbers in it. I didn't want like X's in it. That was the cool thing at the time. I didn't want the lowercase capital. It was the Modern Warfare 2 days, Black Ops 1 days. So that was the big thing at the time. And so I came up with what I consider to be the best oxymoron at the time. And I didn't have to add numbers to it or anything, and I still have that Xbox Live gamer tag to this day. So yeah, and it's nice because it's such a random XD random name that like nobody has it, so I can just use it. Am I from 1.6? No, not at all. I started playing the game in like 2015, 2016. Black bars and stuff? No. I play 4.3, but I play it stretched. Blah, blah, blah. My aim is very consistent, so that was usual thing. So I realized I have to think out of the box, and I found the issue. Of the thing in your mouse. I cut off my phone, and I didn't hear anything you said about my question. Hope it makes it in a video so I can see the response. We'll see. I'll consider, S-Fan. I'll consider. So close to 10K. I haven't been here for a fat minute. How's it going, Hydrosity? Yeah. Honestly, who would have thought not posting for like a month would slow down my subscriber rate? It's really disappointing when I see people like Nard out here or like other people that are around my subscriber count, and I look at their social plates and I see how many views that they're getting a day and how many subscribers they're averaging a month, and I'm like, yeah, probably should have posted more consistently. Probably should have posted some better content. And that's what I'm trying to do now. So we'll see. It's the EC2 that's smaller. Okay. So it's not the A versus B. It's the 1 versus 2. You make such high quality videos for how big you are. Thank you. I wish they were higher quality. When it comes to the actual physical quality of the video, so like the camera quality, the FPS, the record quality, all that, I strive for the best. I constantly strive for the best. But then you'll see me make a video of me just in a Mirage offline server for 15 minutes running around, rambling on, confusing my words. And so that's not good. I need to match the content quality with the actual like video quality and stuff. Ain't he a rock major? Thank you, Gage. How high are your walls? Do you keep your door locked? How many windows do you have in your house? There we go. What mic do I use? I use the Shure SM57, and I run it through the Focusrite Scarlett 212 or 2i2, whatever you want to call it, preamp right into the computer. You look really good with beard. Thank you very much, Astralis. Who's the best teammate you've ever played with? Okay. So I have there's different categories of teammates that I've played with. There's the most fun teammates that I've ever played with, but then the best teammates that I've ever. So all right. Well, I'll break that down into a couple different categories because I don't have one in particular. The teammate that I've played the most with would be Michael Dank, otherwise known as, and he's shown up in tons of videos. There's also so the overall most skilled teammate that I've ever played with would probably be Caustic. I played a couple games of main with him a few seasons ago, and he was absolutely insane at the time. He still is pretty nuts. I think that he's taken a step back from CS. And so, yeah. And then, I don't know, probably the person that got it the most and really understood everything that I was doing would be Mike Christ. I played my first couple seasons with him. Unfortunately, he stopped playing CS, but we both got each other. We were both on the same exact page 90% of the time, and it was nice. Let's see. The 2 kills per round was in Office. Nice. Make sure I'm not missing any questions. What qualifies you to make some higher knowledge videos? So I have over 4,000 hours in the game. I'd like to think that somewhere along the way I learned some things that I can show off to people that, have less hours than me. I also have a lot of League experience, and most people don't. It's difficult to get the amount of League experience that I have. And so you learn a lot of things along the way. You meet a ton of people that have the same knowledge as you, if not more. And you pick things up from them. And it's just, moving that down the community. Let's see. Good luck with figuring out exactly what kind of vids you want to make. My man, try not to stress about it too much. I'm not stressing about it. I just want to find the nice middle ground between informative and my personality as soon as possible, just so I can grind out those videos, right? I wanna be able to get it down to a perfect science and then just go from there. Because the videos that I put out, the last 2 videos I put out last week, not including the season 37 update video, I wasn't super proud of how they turned out. I thought they were a step up in quality, but I knew that I was really cutting myself out of the picture. It was more of just like a monotone read over. It was too scripted. So I need to find a good balance. I'm hard stuck level 1, and I feel like a lot of the time I'm carrying my team, but the one game I don't, no one steps up and we lose terribly. Also doesn't help that I'm pretty inconsistent. So you can't a lot of the time carry your team and be a lot of the time inconsistent. It's one or the other, and I'm going to lean towards inconsistent. I'm also going to say that you don't have a ton of hours in the game. My biggest piece of advice to you would be play more patient and actually think about what you're doing, right? Yeah, you can grind your aim and grind out the deathmatch and all that. You'll get pretty good returns for how low of a level you are, just because I'm assuming you don't have that many hours, so your returns of playing an hour of deathmatch will be better than my returns of playing an hour of deathmatch. But overall, just really think about what you're doing. Why are you doing this? Why am I peeking this? Why did I swing out there? Why? Why didn't I just wait an extra 10 seconds? He would have walked right into my crosshair. Things like that. You are the second best YouTuber for CSGO for learning advanced stuff. I like your content. I'll take second best. You know what? I'll take second best for how I view my content. I've been stuck in silver for 2 years. Take the advice I was just talking about. Really, why are you doing things? Why did you run out there? Why did you think you had a chance to get the kill there, right? Or if there was no thought behind it, start putting thought behind it. How did you find your current teammates / team? I just started in Face It solo queue grind 2 weeks ago, and although it's going well, I don't want to do it all the way to level 10. I'm level 5 right now. So I found 2 of my teammates I played multiple seasons with. One The longest term teammate I've had is Michael. I mentioned him earlier. I started playing with him in season 28, I think. We played a season of Open, and I found him off of Reddit. And then from there, we clicked, and so we maintained our friendship, and we've been on more teams than we haven't together. So then we have Gage, who we picked up right before the season, like right before the roster lock, or the season started, right before registration closed, season 35. And he clicked with Michael and I, so we've kept him along. And now we are with Limes and Vitali, who we picked up just this season through ESEA, making ESEA posts. And that's how I got Gage as well, was ESEA posts. So, you can also find people through like Faceit and all that. It's a little bit more difficult. You just have to be the person to reach out and say, hey, you want a queue? And like, you really got to have a good connection with them, right? You got to have good personality connection. But you just got to, you'd be surprised how many times somebody will be like, oh yeah, sure, jump in next game. You're not going to get turned down a lot. Can you make an IGL series? I actually do have an IGL video planned out in the next couple weeks. I don't know how I want to go about it. I've always wanted to make like a solid IGL series, but I just don't know how to go about it. And I feel like after the 5th or 6th video in that series, like I'm just repeating myself and rehashing stuff that I've already said. So I don't know. I'm going to try it, definitely, but we'll see how it turns out. I've been an A+ player for about a month now. And I keep trying to get G, and I keep losing, so we'll see how long that A+ lasts. I think I have about 750 hours. Yeah, so I have like 5 times the amount of hours that you have, right? So you just got to play more. Biggest thing. You consider yourself more of a cerebral player than aim player. I've never heard it being put like that before, and that's pretty funny. I like the way you said that. Do I like Vu CSGO? Yeah, I played a couple games with him. He's a nice guy. He likes giving out a lot of knowledge, likes dropping knowledge, which is nice. What do you want to make YouTube videos? What made, I can't fucking read anymore. What made you want to make YouTube videos? I started making YouTube videos in 2012 on like just general Minecraft stuff because one of my friends at the time was doing it and he was getting a lot of success with it. And so I was like, I can make Minecraft videos, but truth is nobody wants to hear a 13-year-old kid talk about Minecraft, especially back in 2012. Then towards like 2014, 2015, I started to go into Madden content, and just doing tutorial videos because I'm pretty fucking good at Madden. I'm going to be honest with you boys. And so I was making Madden videos, and they were getting a lot of traction. I was happy with them, but then I found Counter-Strike, and I started to play that a lot more, and then, yeah, I went from there. Blah, blah, blah. Which YouTubers did you watch to improve when you started the game? Honestly, besides a little bit of War Owl, I didn't really watch too many videos. I just brute forced it and tried to figure out everything out. Well, tried to figure out everything for myself, and that's why I went to kind of make the Counter-Strike videos to answer the last question as well. It was because nobody else, like I didn't find the content that I was looking for when I was looking for it, so now I'm trying to put that back out there. Let's see. How can I support my player on A? Well, on A, if smokes come out and I'm con, you can flash over site. That's the biggest thing. You want to make sure that you call your flashes. If your player's playing default, you want to flash like over triple. If your player is playing triple, you want to flash CT. If your player's playing CT, you can flash ramp because they probably won't see him. And you got to know if your teammate is, on site or if they're playing retake. If they're playing retake, you don't want to do anything, right? You just want to let the T's have sight and make sure they don't push into jungle. If your teammate's on site, that's when you got to start trying to support with flashes and stuff. Do I have stream delay on Q&A? I do not, but there's just a little bit of latency. Just a tiny bit of latency. Probably like 10 seconds, 15 seconds. Good advice, I go on autopilot way too much. That is one of the biggest issues, is not really like thinking about what you're doing. What is the beer care routine? Cut it and wash it. That's how you do it. Do you practice with your team every day? I wish, but we are aiming currently, since it is the off season, we are aiming for 3 days, 3 weekdays, and then 1 weekend day. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then potentially Saturday, where we can play like a cash cup or some sort of tournament on ESEA. How's it going, Saku the Witch? What do you think CS could do to improve their matchmaking system? Add League. Honestly, a Counter-Strike run league would be, or a Valve run league would be insane. I don't like pugging all that much, and just having pugging as the only option really, like, I don't know, it just, when I started playing League, as soon as I started playing League, I was like, this is all I want to do. This is the only reason why I want to grind Counter-Strike. And it still is. It still is. League is the only reason why I like grinding Counter-Strike. So I think adding League. I know they're cheaters and blah, 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 you know. But that's hard to deal with that, and I don't know the answer to that. I feel like a lot of your content is a little repetitive just sitting in a server. I like the live commentary stuff that you used to do. I agree. And I might try to do that again. It's just really a pain in the ass. And if I'm not on, like, I don't have any alt accounts for, like, Faceit or ESEA or anything like that. So I'm always, like, risking my rank while trying to do it. And I find that doing it live comm is so much better than doing it post, like, you know, recording all of it and then going back over and talking about what I'm thinking. I think it's just so much better live because I actually get what I'm thinking, and instead of trying to remember. Let's see. Gamer like little dark face cam. Your old face cam style was more better. Are you well, all right. Let me get my fucking lens. Let me get my fucking twinkly lights up. Let me finish my goddamn space before we start complaining about this fucking setup, all right? That's the rule. That's the rule. I just wanted to say your videos have helped me a lot. When I started watching you, I was silver. Now I'm Faceit level 4, grinding with my open teammates who are all 7 to 9. Just keep grinding. Keep grinding. Thank you, Snot. I play Critical Ops. Why am I here? Because you could... I have a friend, Alec, who played Critical Ops a ton. And he translated into a semi-decent Counter-Strike player. And that's as far as I'll go, Alec. You are June? Yeah, I saw that you were mod, and I was confused as to who had mod that was named that. So, all right, June. There we go. Sorry, yes, man. You're not getting global. You have extra accounts. Thank you, June. How do you get out of level 1 Faceit? You make a new account and you start at level 3. I'm trying to get out solo, but with you win so much. Hold on. But how much I won, so much, and I'll lose. Advice, something how to get out, except with a team. It's not possible to get a stack. I mean, just make friends. Play something else. Grind something else. Make a new Faceit account. Your videos have helped me. Thank you very much. I'm glad that they could help. Any tips for untilting players in a team? Just, like, if they're tilted about something and you know that they're right, but they're, like, flaming one of your teammates and stuff, you just got to go, like, all right, we get it. Yeah, the guy fucked up, but come on, let's move on to the next round. If they're flaming somebody... and they're wrong, right? And they're, like, absolutely wrong about it. And they're like, why the fuck didn't you peek there? And it's like, no, you don't peek there. Then you got to support your teammate, right? You got to say, no, what are you talking about? You're wrong. No, he did everything right. It was just unlucky or something like that. And if they keep going from there, you can't resolve the situation. If they're just tilted on the whole, like, oh my God, why is he there? Oh my God, he peeked like that. What an idiot. Oh my God, I got timing. There's something like that. Just ignore it. Right? Don't say, wow, bro, can't believe that happened. And then they're going to be like, yeah, bro, it's happened to me like every round. Like, no, you just ignore it, and they don't have anybody to talk to. They just want attention. I went from Silver 2, and I'm currently level 9 on Faceit, and I'm 11 and 5 in Open right now after a year. That's pretty fucking solid. Uh, you're literally stuck level 5 to 6 right now. I see Smurf every other game. Yeah, it's unfortunate. It's just something you gotta grind through. And after, like countless hours and hours and hours, you'll get to it. You'll start powering through. Oh, you write it through Translate? It's fine. It's fine. I assume so because it would hard to... It wasn't like a natural broken English. It was a unnatural broken English. That's fine. So, with 60 results, I am ending the poll. We had 65% for posting shorts, 35% for not posting shorts. So sorry, 35%, but I'm posting fucking shorts. In fact, I'll post one later today. Oh, it went down to, 64-34. That doesn't add up to 100%. YouTube. Come on, guys. All right. Yeah, so I'm going to post a short later today. I had a really funny clip last night. I was playing with my buddy Elliot, and I recorded it, and so it was pretty funny. Let's see. So we got about 25 minutes left here. Again, feel free to ask any questions if they are Counter-Strike related or not. I do not care. And yeah, if you ask a really good question, you'll probably make it into the Q&A highlight video. So that's the reward. That's the goal that you guys are striving for, the aiming for. Also, while we have a second of, or a little break with no questions, if you want your demo reviewed, I am still offering demo reviews. Please become a channel member. You can, if you don't want a full demo reviewed, you just want to talk about your T-side, I offer half demo reviews. I will review one demo per month, and I do it every single Sunday in a live stream format. You can come in, ask me questions. You can ask me questions beforehand about the demo. Really anything, right? If anything covered any sort of level, I don't care. If it could be like a team environment, it could be a solo queue, I don't care. I will review your demo, no questions asked. But you have to become a channel member. And again, I am still offering that. I do have some people that are channel members currently, but, they just don't hit me up with their demo all that often. How much is the demo review? I believe it's like $8 for a half demo and $15 for a full, something like that. Just click the join button on my channel page, and you'll be prompted with the pricing information. You just got your paycheck from Dunkin' Donuts? Hell yeah. I also do offer hour-long tutoring or coaching, whatever you want to call it. I will review one of your demos, and then we can also hop into a Discord and go over a demo, and we can just do it live. We don't have to do it in a live stream format. We could do it offline in case you don't want that shit done. That's no problem. All right. After watching Twists and Nico DM, I saw how slow they move their crosshair, so I've been making an active effort to slow down and first bullet people. Yes, that is something that I remember. I specifically remember figuring out when I was a lower level player. I was watching like pro demos, and like they wouldn't move their crosshair like at all when compared to when I would always move it. And so then I tried to slow it down a lot, and that's the biggest thing that made me try to lower my sense. I know that you're already on a similar sense to Twist and Nico, but yeah, just moving your arm less and being more smart about your movements really helps a lot. I feel like I am only an MM player. I feel like I am the only MM player to ever complain about having too high of a rank. Like I can play well at DMG, LE, but the game keeps ranking me up to LEM, where half the enemies are Supreme, and I'm 10 and 23. The best way to improve is to play with people that are better than you, right? Yes, it's always nice to get the confidence boost of playing on people that, like playing with people that are lower level than you, right? But playing with people that are better than levels than you and learning from them and just watching them when you die really helps a lot. Really helps a lot. Yeah, Snot, I do agree that that's a good idea. Would you consider crouching in every duel a bad habit? Not necessarily. It depends on if you're doing it to crutch your spray or what it honestly, if you're crouching in every single duel, then you're not getting a lot of headshots, right? So it's not that crouching is a bad idea, it's that, or a bad habit, it's that your crosshair placement and your first 3 bullet accuracy is pretty bad. If you have time to crouch in every single duel, then you're just going for a spray every single duel, right? You want to hit those headshots more often. You like watching demo reviewed videos? So, all right. Would you guys like, and I'll post another poll with this. Would you guys like me to, after I do like a demo review live stream, make like, I don't know, a couple cuts here and there and post like little 3-minute, 5-minute clips from each demo review live stream of like the biggest thing, like what people are doing wrong? And just post those as like standalone videos. Let me make the poll here. So, let me move my keyboard. I don't know why I'm moving to my keyboard. Let me just move my keyboard. Should I post highlights of demo review live streams? Yes, no, ask your community. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. PP size as big as it needs to be. And I'll leave it at that. As a team around level 4 to 5, should we just grind scrims or change it up with tournaments, etc.? Grind scrims. I mean, tournaments, yeah, it's going to be nice, but let's be honest, let's be real. Your team isn't good enough to even learn things from getting destroyed by a really good team. So just scrimming people around your level is going to be the most beneficial, in my opinion. I think it has helped me be loose and not tense up my arm and shoulder. Yeah, moving your crosshair a lot less. There you go. How do I stop being bad? I've seen all my friends make strides, but I've plateaued and I don't know what to do. Am I just practicing too absent-mindedly? Am I just not cut out for this? How many hours do you have? And how often do you like deathmatch, right? The biggest thing is that you get 1 per month, June, 1 per month. The biggest thing that will help you improve is just grinding out deathmatch. Like when it comes, if your game sense is all right and you're pugging a lot and it's just like you're playing a lot and you're constantly at the bottom of the scoreboard, number 1, deathmatch a ton. I'm talking like 500 kills in a sitting, right? And then number 2 is really think about why you're doing things and think about what are your teammates doing differently that you're not doing or differently than you that are allowing them to get kills, right? So think about things like that. What if your teammates are dropping 30 and you're dropping 15, right? You guys are playing against the same opponents. What are they doing differently than you? Are their gunfights cleaner? So instead of like, if you get in a gunfight, but you get the kill on the guy and you're down to like 20 HP compared to your teammates, they're getting in a gunfight. They kill the guy, but they only get hit once and they're at like 75 health, right? That's going to help them later on in the round frag more or get more damage in because they have more health to work with. And you know, things like that. So let's see. How much time do we have left? We had 15 minutes left. We are at 100% yes in the poll with 9 votes. I'll just end it. All right. I'll keep that in mind. You guys want little highlight clips? That's fine. I think that I can do that. I'm going to make a third poll real quick. I'll answer some questions in a second. Should I do this Q&A stream every week or bi-weekly? So every other week. We'll do every week. Let me do 4 times a month. Every other week 2 times a month. I'm leaning towards every other week, just because I don't know. I think that will work better because I don't have like a huge audience, right? So it's not like people are really not getting their questions answered. I think that I've answered every single question that's popped up here so far. So yeah. Totally agree. I recently started winning a lot with my pre-made, so I got a lot more done, a lot more motivation. I'm now grinding with about 1K a day in DM. 1,000 kills in deathmatch a day. That's I don't even do that shit. My arm starts to hurt. Don't overgrind yourself, right? Don't do it too much, right? There is too much DM. I've been with the same 5-man roster and coach for like 2 to 3 weeks now in a level 4 to 5-ish team. We want to do ESCA. When should we try an ESCA season? So season 37, the regular season just ended. There's going to be a couple weeks of playoffs, but after that, they're going to push heavily season 38 registration. You want to register for open, right? You're going to be playing against people around your skill level. You're probably going to go pretty bad on the season, probably like 5-11, 6-10. But it's going to be a good learning experience. It's going to be a good learning experience. Better than doing face it 5Qs, right? Favorite YouTuber, CS or not? So I'll do my favorite Counter-Strike YouTuber. I'd probably go 3 Clicks Philip, right? I don't really watch too much Counter-Strike content. But if I do, like, if he posts a video, I'm probably going to watch it. Nard out here does have some pretty cool videos when he does the... I'm not super into, like, the strat breakdown videos, but when he does the compilations of pro tips and tricks and things like that, those are always kind of cool. So that's fine. Non-CS related YouTubers that I really enjoy... Lewis Rossman, mentioned him in my last video. Linus Tech Tips. What are some other ones that I always watch their videos? Eric Comment Etiquette, wearing his merch right now. And that's what the frogs are doing. It's because of Alex Jones's clip referring to Obama turning the frogs homosexual with the things that he was putting in the water. And it was memed on, and it's, pretty funny. So, wait, what about, hello, what is your height? I'm 6 foot flat. 6 foot flat. What about channel member? How much do I get? Why is Nightbot deleting this shit? Okay. What about the channel member? How much do I get if I become a channel member? You get a demo reviewed per month. But if you do the half demo reviewed per month, that means that you get the half demo reviewed per month. What is your age? I'm 22 years old. All right. Do you think EU face at ESCAQ is harder than NA queues? Yes, EU players are better than NA. That is not a myth. June, I answered your question like 8 times now. I answered it twice, actually. But yes, it is. If you buy the membership, you get 1 per month, whether it's the half or the full demo review. 1 per month. Hi, man. I'm so bad at CS. I just started. Well, it is. I can't fucking read anymore, boys. I can't do it. Hi, man. I'm so bad at CS. Is it just playing 10 to 20 games a day? 20 games a day is impossible. Let's be real. Unless you're getting shit on every single time, and they're only half-hour-long games. You just want to play a lot. That's the best way to. That's the best way to improve your game sense, especially, is just to play match after match after match. You'll start to like pick up on not habits, but patterns, right? You'll start to realize, okay, they keep doing that. Every time they throw this smoke, they usually run out like this. And that's not like game dependent, right? Lots of people learn the same kind of things, and they're going to run the same kind of things with tiny little variations in it. But you're going to get the gist. Like, oh, they smoked top con. Oh, they smoked window. Looks like they're going to be running up cat to B, right? Things like that. Or, oh, they smoked cat, they smoked window. I should rotate from window to con immediately because that's the only place logically that they can go to. I also need to be careful about Palace. Since they are coming out A, they could be doing an A split and I could get picked off, right? So it's just logically going for that. How do I stop changing settings every game? You find ones that you are super comfortable with and you just stick to it. You power through. I've never had the bug of, or like the itch to change settings all the time. You just want to pick it and stick to it, man. Like you can't always be blaming everything on your settings, right? The biggest thing is if you miss a shot, is it because you missed it or is it because you're not comfortable with your sense and you need to change it? No, it's because you fucking missed it, right? Come on. Thank you, Chicken. Thank you. Chicken, I do have some bad news. Chicken. I did get rid of my knife. But the tiger tooth talon, the artwork you did for that is fucking nuts. I still have the same op. We're all fine with that. I still have the same AK. We're good with that. The only thing I changed up was the knife and the gloves. But it's not a spicy combo. It's a paracord vanilla with PAL gloves, moto gloves, I believe. It doesn't look super sick. It's kind of like, I don't know, it's just solid. There's no flashiness to it. So I don't think I need screenshots for that, or your edits for that. But I like all the edits that you do. They're super cool. And if you guys want edits done, go check out Chicken's Twitter. Let me pull it up real quick. Chick-in. There we go. If you guys want edits done, like of your cool skins, you want to show it off to all your friends, that's the place to go. That is the place to go. Solo queue from Face at level 4. It's so bad, I just want to grind to be like Doc. Yeah. The trick is to have the skill in the first part. I wouldn't even try to face it grind right now. It's too much of a pain in the ass. If you're just starting out, I can recommend casual mode. Yeah, completely agree. People in MM are toxic because they do take it super seriously because it's their rank, right? It's what they want to grind all day. So that's, you're going to get a more relaxed environment in casual. Sorry for asking too many questions, or so many questions. I watched loads of pro demos for IGLing my low to mid EU team. Don't feel like I'm really learning anything, though. Tips and thoughts. Set up a default. Make it so you're not the IGL and everything that you do is like what you call, right? You can have a minute-long default where your teammates are just giving you information and they can start to come up with, hey, maybe we should go B on this, right? Maybe because I just heard a couple guys rotate. You don't have to call every single thing. And in a team, it should be more, it should be chattier than just one person calling all the strats, right? You want everybody to be on the same page. You want everybody to contribute. So everybody has to be on the same page, right? It forces everybody to be aware of what's going on if everybody's trying to contribute. Will you be watching Cologne? Probably. I'm excited for a CSGO LAN to happen, and it's very exciting. Very exciting. Karambit Autotronic. I'm jealous, Chicken. I'm jealous. I really liked my bayonet. I think it was an M9 Autotronic. Yeah. Gut Knife Marble Fade for the win. I just can't get behind a Gut Knife. I'm sorry. It's $30 a month for a coach. Yeah, because you would be surprised how many people were fucking buying that. I had to raise prices not because I'm like, I need to make more money. It's because too many people were buying it, and I was doing 4 demos every week. And it was just like too much to do 4 hours of demo reviewing in one sitting. It it's not like too much for me. It's just that I felt like the first person getting their demo reviewed was getting a way better Liam version of Liam than the last person getting their demo reviewed that day, and I just didn't feel comfortable doing that. I recommend playing a bit of Surf and B-Hop or KZ if you're new to CS. Agree as well. Completely agree. And finding your perfect sense. Yeah. You just want to get super comfortable with the settings. Got to support the Bad News Bears at Cologne? Absolutely. The last hope of NACS. All right, so we got 5 minutes left here. 5 minutes left, and our vote is split just about every week and every other week. Every other week is eking it out by 6%, but that's only 17 votes. So that's a 1 vote swing right here, right? So I think what I'll do is I will do this Q&A live stream again next week. I'll ask on Twitter for people to send in some questions and stuff. I'll make a community post on YouTube asking for some questions and stuff. I'll make a post in my Discord asking for some questions and stuff. And then if we just don't get a lot of questions, then I'll switch it to bi-weekly. But if we do get a decent amount of questions, then I'll keep it every week, since we're pretty split on that, right? I think that's fair. That's a 10th of your paycheck a week. Do not buy the coach, the coaching tier. And I'm only talking to June on that. If you guys use your money elsewhere, but if you guys have the money to spare, please feel free to support your boy. All right, so channel memberships make up like 50% of my income on YouTube. So even more than that, I'd probably go 60 to 70%. So if you guys want to do that, that's the best way to support me. And again, all the links are in the description. Become a channel member. I'll do your fucking demo. Watch your demo, bro. Do I change my M9 Marble Fade to a vanilla skeleton knife? You're asking the wrong person here, because I just went from a Karambit Talon to a Paracord Vanilla. Going from a really spicy knife to a vanilla knife, just a bland-ass knife. I don't know, I just really like how the Paracord looks. If you really like the skeleton knife and how it looks, go for it. But I just really liked how the Paracord looked, and I wanted to get it. I think if I upgrade anything ever again, I'll want to get a different Paracord knife. I don't know. I really like my gloves as well. The POW gloves are pretty sick. All right, boys. The 2-minute countdown is here. Any remaining questions? This is your chance to ask a really good question and make it into the highlight video. So yeah, this is it. This stream is getting unlisted after I finish, so it doesn't take away from the views from my highlight Q&A video. So this is it. If you have any good questions remaining, please feel free to ask. And if you think of a question throughout the week that you want to ask, I will be doing this again next Saturday around the same time. And we'll be going from there. So if you want a question, either write it down and save it for the next stream, or you can DM it to me on Discord, post it in my normal Discord, post it as a comment. Do I get best friend discount? I don't know how. I don't think YouTube gives best friend discounts. June, we might be able to work something out in my DM. All right, I'll DM you on Discord, or you DM me, because I have a ton of fucking people and you always change your name on Discord, so I can't just look you up immediately. DM me on Discord. We'll figure something out. Would you do a demo analysis series? I do the demo reviews every Sunday. I think I would have to do one or the other, right? Either just do community demo reviews or do pro demo reviews. And I'm pretty happy with the community demo reviews. What's your single tip for a Gold Nova 2? Think why you are doing something. Why did you just die? Why did you go and peek like that? Why did you do that? Favorite CSGO pro team at the moment? Unfortunately, it's still Fnatic. I'm still a Fnatic fan. It's not good. What is your current elo? So I'm A+ on ESEA. I'm currently grinding out ESEA. I don't play a lot of Faceit, but I'm currently at 2,000 elo flat on Faceit. I'm not proud of it. I got up to about 2,200 one time, 2,300 one time, and I just lost it. All my friends, my teammates are like 2,600, 2,500, and so it's kind of disappointing that I'm down all the way that low. Based on what information do you make mid-round calls? Utility being used, if I know, like, let's say Mirage, and I know that they used 2 mollies at B, I know that the B players won't have a molly, so if I do a quick B, they can't immediately shut it down. And then rotates or just getting picks. Like, if we get a pick at A on Mirage, right, we want to go back towards mid in that case, because they're probably going to split 2-2, or we probably want to go mid to B, because they might have a mid player, 2 people on A and 1 person B, right? So it's, you got to let them have a chance to rotate off of picks and all that. I can't stop fiddling with stuff like FR or QQ 1-3 unless I have a goal like killing someone on entry. I unbound Q like immediately. I never really did it. I do 1-3 occasionally, but the biggest thing that I'll do is FR. I don't quick switch all that much, just because I don't know. The trick is, in my opinion, is to go do it in DM and notice how many fucking times you die if you just quick switch rather than if you just have your gun out all the time. And you just get in the habit of doing that. If you're constantly thinking about, like, oh, where can they be? What is this information? You don't have time to just mindlessly 1-3 or QQ. Do you use ESEA refrag and Noesis? And if so, is it worth then? I have never tried ESEA refrag. I have been a partner with Noesis before. It was kind of cool, but I didn't really get super into it. I might be doing things with Leadify in the future. So we'll see. I might, be promoting that. So you might want to hold out and use somebody's code or something. Oof, Fnatic, I agree. B+ is a pretty good rank to get on ESEA. You'd be surprised at the amount of people that are like super good in B+ and then super bad in B+. In fact, I'd rather play against an A- than a B+. You're a nice person. Thank you very much. I think I was A on ESEA, but I stopped my subscription, and I also lost so much elo on Faceit. I'm sorry to hear that. Well, I think that wraps it up for this Q&A live stream. We're at 1 hour and 2 minutes. I wanted to do this for about an hour. Thank you all very much for all of the great questions. Again, I will be doing this again next Saturday. If you want your demo reviewed and you buy a fucking membership right now, I will review it tomorrow. Okay, I currently have no demos to review tomorrow. If you want your demo reviewed tomorrow by me, purchase a channel membership and DM me with the info on Discord, and it will all be set up, ready to go by tomorrow, right? You'll be the first one to get your demo reviewed tomorrow. Teespring had a huge data leak. Make sure you change your passwords on that. Thank you very much, Chicken. I will look into that. What's my opinion on Ancient? It's kind of fun. There's a lot of it's a really in-depth map. It's not just straightforward. So it's kind of cool. So see you guys later. Purchase a channel membership, please. Get your demo reviewed by me. Again, if you only need half your demo reviewed, we have that option as well. And I think that's about it. Thank you all very much. See you all next Saturday, hopefully.